It's live. Let's go. I'm making sure it's live on YouTube before I start talking. YouTube. Okay. Wait. Wait, where's the YouTube notification? I know we're live. Oh, I just got it. Perfect. Hi, you guys are watching the Mac and Cheese podcast. I'm your host, Mary, and then Justin will be the co-host tonight.
Hello.
You guys know Justin. He hasn't been on in a while, but
That's since September, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while. Micah Parsons trade. So, unfortunately, we have to talk about it. The Packers season did not end like we wanted. But here's to next year. If you guys seen the Felipe episode that I did last week, last week, whatever, sometime last week, we talked about Jonathan Gannon. Justin, what was your thoughts about that? Really quick.
I'm interested to see what happens. Jonathan Gannon's last time as defensive coordinator in Philadelphia was a productive one. He had great talent coach, and unfortunately, it ended in the Super Bowl loss to the Chiefs, and then he floundered, didn't do well as a head coach in Arizona. So, but he has been known as a defensive coordinator. He's worked in various NFL stuff for quite a while now. So, and there's been plenty of coaching experience around him. Like the passing game coordinator that was recently hired, Bobby Babbage from Buffalo, he's had plenty of experience.
Really quick, Brandon Aubrey mentions retirement amid Cowboys contract situation.
Wow. Another L for Jerry Jones coming up.
Mm-hmm. Brittany, yes, I do hope so as well. Wait, why is it so big?
Thanks, Brittany. Yeah, it was a lot of factors that went into that loss.
Yeah.
Ever since Micah Parsons went down in Denver, I kind of knew that it was going to be downhill, but I didn't was winless after that injury. Like lost to Denver, obviously, but then lost to the Bears, and then lost to the Ravens, and then a bunch of backups played, lost to the Vikings anyway. That game didn't matter because the Packers clinched the playoff spot. Packers were up 21-3 at halftime, up by 11 a few minutes ago, and just couldn't get the job done and allowed the Bears to move on to the next round. Thankfully, the Bears lost that game.
Yeah, and then the Rams lost against the Seahawks, and then here we are at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Seahawks versus Patriots.
Mm-hmm. Really quick, Corey. Hi, Corey. They're just saying hi in chat to everyone. Really quick. Okay, so we're talking about, like Justin said earlier, if you guys did not hear, we're talking about NFL awards, possible make predictions for Super Bowl. I don't really want to, but whatever. And Hall of Fame, and then, just sort of myself. Okay, which award do you want to start with first?
I'll save MVP for last. So let's do the rookies first.
Okay, sounds good.
Offensive Rookie of the Year, presented by Madden NFL. I'm not sure why it's sponsored anyway. So yeah, AP Offensive Rookie of the Year finalists are Jackson Dart, quarterback from the New York Giants; Emeka Egbuka, Tempe wide receiver for the Tampa Buccaneers; Travion Henderson, running back for the New England Patriots; Teteroa McMillan, wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers; and surprisingly, Tyler Shuck, quarterback for New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, I was surprised by that one.
Yeah, he did well in a few games. But I think my prediction here, if Emeka Egbuka would have been more productive as the season went on, not just those first few games. Same with Baker Mayfield. I would have picked Egbuka, but my pick is McMillan from Carolina.
Interesting. Wait 1 second. I'm gonna put it up there so people can see what we're doing. My pick is Trayvon Henderson, the running back from the Patriots, because he is a great returner. Wait, what did you think? Wait, what did that? Oh, wait, it's on 10 seconds.
He's done some big runs. There were a few big runs that he did as a running back. A couple in Tampa against Tampa.
Sure that. The timer turned off. No, but I think Henderson is going to win it because of the fact that great returner for the Patriots. He's the one that scored a couple of touchdowns with the return game as well. And like you said, he's a running back, which we know, which Andy Herman, I believe, said. Speaking of Andy Herman, there's going to be a special announcement later. Justin and Corey and Brittany knows what it is. But it's going to be interesting to see who wins it. Like, all of these are up in the air of who's going to win it. We won't know until February 5th. Soon.
Yeah, both Tyler Shuck and Jackson Dart have bright futures, in my opinion, for quarterbacks, as long as they have the right coaches around them. Jackson Dart recently got a new coach in John Harbaugh, who was recently fired from Baltimore after 18 years there.
That's
so
crazy.
John Harbaugh has a lot of experience, and unfortunately, the offensive coordinator is Matt Nagy, who was recently former Bears head coach, and who was with the Chiefs. He's better offensive coordinator than head coach. I'll say that. So, but
yeah,
like,
agreed.
Let's see. Ready to move on?
Yeah.
All right. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'm not gonna. Yeah. AP Defensive Rookie of the Year. Linebacker Abdul Carter from the New York Giants. Defensive back Nick Emmanwori from the Seattle Seahawks. Defensive end James Pierce Jr. from the Atlanta Falcons. Linebacker Carson Schlesinger from the Cleveland Browns. And safety Xavier Watts from the Atlanta Falcons. So,
okay. Who do you have?
My pick is, both all these have. I'm sure all these guys have played well for their teams, but I think it's going to be Emmanwori from Seattle.
Okay. I didn't put what teams they're from. Is the thing for most of these because I don't know. I chose Nick Emmanwori. That's who I chose.
Emmanwori.
Yeah, that's who I chose. I didn't. For some of these, here's the thing. Some of these I didn't specifically say why, but I think he's going to win it. And I only watch Packer games, so I'm not biased. And none of these, only one Packer player on these awards.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that award later.
This is Ethan. He said, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Henderson is a great running back. He's a Patriots fan, so
both he and Ramondre Stevenson have been a good 1-2 punch for New England. Stevenson got away from his fumble troubles earlier in the season. So let's go to Coach of the Year.
Okay.
AP Coach of the Year. Your nominees are Liam Cohen from the Jacksonville Jaguars, Ben Johnson from the Chicago Bears, Mike McDonald from the Seattle Seahawks, Kyle Shanahan for San Francisco 49ers, and then Mike Vrabel, New England Patriots. Now, obviously, Mike Vrabel has had some Patriots connections because he played there under Bill Belichick,
right.
and the job that he did, like from worst, got the Patriots from worst to first in the worst to first in the AFC East, despite with the caveat that the Patriots have had one of the easiest schedules in league history.
Right.
But they won their games. They didn't lose any of the games by more than a touchdown. Same thing with Mike McDonald Seahawks. Both have lost only 3 games by less. Each of the losses have been less by a touchdown. So for Kyle Shanahan, he had to deal with a whole bunch of injuries to his defensive staff, defensive players, including Nick Bosa and Fred Warner.
Correct.
No, it was. I think it's gonna be between 2 Mikes, and I'm gonna say Mike McDonald.
I have Mike Vrabel winning it because, like you said, Mike Vrabel. Okay, I kind of narrowed this down on a Discord call today between Joseph and my friend Joseph, who is a Packer fan, and I. So, really quick, I didn't choose Ben Johnson because he's a Bears coach, first of all. But we also seen how he does, and he's a former Lions head coach, and this was his first year coaching. That's kind of the reason why I didn't choose him. Kyle Shanahan, like you said, he lost his defense, basically. Injuries. It is what it is. And then Mike McDonald, I personally don't like the Seahawks. So
Yeah, there's still some animosity towards them based around that game over a decade ago. But even with that,
11
I'm
years
picking
ago.
Seattle to win on Sunday.
Yeah, I think I have Seattle winning. And then I chose Mike Vrabel. I don't know who the other one was. I'm choosing Mike Vrabel to win because he took one season to redo this whole offense, and I know the Bears did it too. But here's the thing, you guys: the Patriots basically had the whole team built, whereas the Bears were running on Caleb Williams, Drake May as rookie quarterback, and he basically won the whole season. And yeah.
There's no guarantee that these teams will do well the next
Right.
season. Nothing's guaranteed in the NFL besides losing.
Right.
So yeah. So they recently had a assistant coach of the year award. And 3 of them are DCs, 2 of them are offense coordinators. So the defense coordinators listed here are Vic Fangio from Philadelphia, Brian Flores from Minnesota, who unfortunately came back to the Vikings. Vance Joseph from Denver, and then the two offense coordinators are the ones whose teams are in the Super Bowl. Clint Kubiak from Seattle, who just got a head coaching job in Las Vegas, and Josh McDaniels, who's been around Foxborough for a while.
Yeah.
So, even with Sam Darnold being the quarterback in Seattle, I think that Clint Kubiak did a fantastic job coaching that offense, and wish him well in Las Vegas. So maybe he'll get the award and then the Super Bowl, and then hopefully do well in Vegas. So Clint Kubiak is my pick.
Okay. For me, I'm tied between Clint Kubiak or Josh McDaniels. Like you said, Clint Kubiak is the head coach for the. Okay, sorry about that. My friend Carly is texting me about an upcoming show that we have. Like I said, I was tied between Clint Kubiak and Josh McDaniels. Like you said, Clint Kubiak assumably got the Raiders head coaching job, but we don't know because he didn't sign the official contract yet, because they can't because of the player or because of the week off and then Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So we don't know because of that, for one, and it took like 2 weeks for the Packers to officially announce the Gannon pick, Jonathan Gannon hire, which is silly. They should have done that when it was announced.
Yeah.
It also takes them quite a bit to do a lot of stuff. We know this from the past. We know this from last year's 53-man roster schedule, you name it. But it's just weird. And then Josh McDaniels, again, Drake May. But again, they have the oh my gosh, what's his name? Oh my gosh.
Who are you trying to think of?
I don't know. It's Trayvon Diggs' brother. Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs. They have him on the Patriots. So it is what it is.
For right now anyways, I'm sure maybe Stefon Diggs might get into legal trouble later.
Let's not talk about that because I don't want this podcast to get taken down.
Right.
Necessarily. No, I know what you mean.
Well, okay. All right. So we got that. So, well, might as well do Combine Player of the Year since Stefon Diggs is on that list. I don't think.
Maybe.
Combine Player of the Year finalists are Stefon Diggs, New England Patriots wide receiver, formerly Minnesota and Buffalo, and Houston. Detroit Lions defensive end Aiden Hutchinson, division rival, goes to him. And there's Trevor Lawrence, quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He had a great season this past season with the new coach, and had some ups and downs early, but he finished strong. And Jaguars were so close to winning that playoff game against Buffalo.
They were.
Christian McCaffrey, who was pretty much like the bell cow of the pretty much carried the load for the 49ers offense, even with the changes at quarterback. Matt Jones, after when Brock Purdy was down, and when George Kittle missed some time, so kudos to McCaffrey for his year. And Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Cowboys, he and the Cowboys had a great offensive season, but because of the Micah trade, the defense faltered, and they missed the playoffs as a result. So a lot of your candidates here. Plus, yeah, some missed due to injuries or so. I think with the severity of the injury that Ian Hutchinson suffered last year, the broken leg during the game against Dallas in 2024.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Hutchinson, even though he's a part of a division rival. So Hutchinson's my pick.
Wait 1 second. Ethan's asking a question. Oh my god. What do you mean, Ethan? I don't know what he means. Okay, I'll answer my.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no. I'm just wondering what he means now. Okay. I'll kind of break these down like how I did earlier. Okay. Aiden Hutchinson had a bad injury. We know that. However, and then Trevor Lawrence, what was his injury? Because I feel like comeback player of the year should be injury-prone players, and he is not one of them.
It's complicated.
I mean concussions, but like still DeMar. Yeah, Ethan.
Yeah,
Stephon Diggs is on comeback player of the year. Yeah.
One of the I think with obviously the most glaring comeback player of the year thing was Joe Flacco winning over Damar Hamlin, even though Damar Hamlin nearly collapsed on the field and almost died. So
well, yeah, Damar Hamlin basically died on the field. They basically brought him back to life 3 times, like a couple of times. It was bad. For me, here's the thing. Aiden Hutchinson had a bad injury, yes. Stephon Diggs, from what we can tell, no injuries. It's just legal issues, like Justin said. It's Dak Prescott for me because of losing Micah Parsons. Sorry, Jerry. Or thank you, Jerry. I mean, I don't know.
He also had the hamstring injury that the hamstring was serious enough that it required surgery.
Right. So that's why I chose Dak Prescott over all of them.
I mean, I hate the Cowboys, but Dak Prescott is a heck of a player, and he can tear defenses apart if you give him time. And week 4 game. Anyway,
yeah.
Let's see. I want to save.
Do you want to say off or defensive player of the year for the last? Is that what we're doing?
Offensive play. I'm saving MVP for last.
Okay.
Offensive player of the year.
Okay.
Presented by Microsoft Copilot. Yeah, sponsors ridiculous.
I mean, I love Copilot though. I'm a big fan of Copilot personally.
Yeah,
I use it a lot.
So Drake, the finalists are Drake May, Patriots quarterback, who's also listed as MVP in the MVP list. Mm-hmm. Christian McCaffrey, who's also listed for comeback player of the year. Puka Nacua, Los Angeles Rams wide receiver. Mm-hmm. Despite his off-field stuff, he has great receiver on the field. Mm-hmm. Bijan Robinson, Atlanta Falcons running back, arguably the best player on that Falcons offense.
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba, who I'm not sure if they. Anyway, so Jackson Smith-Njigba is in the Super Bowl. He's Sam Darnold's go-to target, and I think out of these, JSN could win it.
Yeah, I agree.
Nothing against the other candidates.
Yeah, for sure. For me, it's between JSN and Puka. Just because Puka, the thing is with Puka Nacua, he has Devontae Adams. on the team to help him, which doesn't help at all because that basically gives that basically takes plays away from Puka, which doesn't help at all because it's Devontae. It's Devontae Adams. But I think it's going to be JSN as well.
And kudos to Matthew Stafford for playing a great season, and
Right. And Drake May as well. Are we on Defensive Player of the Year?
Defensive Player of the Year. This is going to be tough.
It is.
I know who's going to win, but I'll list the finalists anyway. Houston Texans defensive end Will Anderson Jr. Denver Broncos linebacker Nick Benito. Cleveland Browns defensive end Myles Garrett. Detroit Lions defensive end Aiden Hutchinson. And Green Bay Packers defensive end Micah Parsons. Now Micah Parsons was the I was excited when that trade happened.
Mm-hmm.
And he proved the Packers right in terms of him being given that big deal by leading the Packers defense for the first 15 weeks, like 12.5 sacks, allowed some good pressures and some great clutch plays. Unfortunately, the injury in Denver messed up Parsons' end of season and the Packers season in general. But I hate to say it, even if Michael Parsons would have stayed healthy, there's nothing stopping Myles Garrett from winning the award due to him breaking the sack record. Even though his Browns team was complete crap.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, my mom was stepping in my room for a little bit. Okay. I think it's going to be Myles Garrett. Unfortunately, he did break the sack record, like Justin said. I think he said that. He has 20 sacks?
23.
23 sacks. It's the record. If Micah stayed healthy the whole season, if he didn't tear his ACL, I think he would have won it. Speaking of Micah, he is still at the Pro Bowl, even though he's injured. I saw that today. He is still cheering the NFC on, even though he's not playing.
And hanging out with some of his former Cowboys teammates.
One of them was the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, actually.
The one other Packers player that was in the Pro Bowl games is Keyshawn Nixon, and that was named because he was named as an alternate. That doesn't count. Plus, the Pro Bowl games are just like flag football, dodgeball, skills competitions. Should just go away. Just play the Pro Bowl via Madden.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the Pro Bowl games are on tonight, Tuesday.
Which is kind of weird, yeah.
And in the Super Bowl area, so it's like a massive tease for those who came close to a Super Bowl berth. Even though the game's going to be in Santa Clara.
Yeah.
So that leaves us as AP Most Valuable Player Award, presented by Invisalign. Invisalign is kind of like helping your teeth get aligned.
Yep.
So all 5 of these, well, minus 1, are quarterbacks. MVP has been mostly a quarterback-centric award. The last time a non-quarterback won it was when Adrian Peterson won the MVP during the
Really?
February 2013 NFL Honors.
Wow. Go ahead, sorry.
That's fine, no issue. Even though Adrian Peterson had a great season in the 2012 season, coming back from a knee injury, nearly broke Eric Dickerson's single-season rushing yards record. Still him because he was a Viking.
Same.
Anyway, these are the finalists for this year's MVP race. Quarterback Josh Allen from Buffalo, who's going to be a daddy soon. Quarterback Trevor Lawrence from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Quarterback Drake May from the New England Patriots. Christian McCaffrey from the 49ers, running back. Could be a wide receiver as well. And I think he threw a touchdown during the playoff game in Philadelphia. And Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford. Okay. So all these players all these players had great seasons for their teams.
Mhm.
Josh Allen, he pretty much carried the Bills on his back. He was the Superman for that team.
Yep.
And Josh Allen, it was a bit heartbreaking to see him in tears when he lost the game in Denver, because
Yeah.
even with all the crazy things that happened there, and the turnovers, it was Josh Allen's fault for the turnovers, the interceptions, and the fumbles. And Trevor Lawrence, he had a resurgent year in Jacksonville. He led the Jaguars to the AFC South division title under new head coach Liam Cohen. Solid year for Trevor Lawrence, and Drake May had a fantastic sophomore season under Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels. So there's that. Christian McCaffrey, like I said, he was the bell cow for the 49ers.
Yeah.
And then Matthew Stafford. It's between Stafford and Drake May for me.
Agreed.
Stafford. I am gonna give a small caveat to Drake May because of the like I said with Mike Vrabel, the easier schedule for the Patriots. So Stafford is my pick for MVP.
For me personally, I don't know what's going on with us. I'm right now. Sorry, you guys. For my MVP, I had Drake May. Just because he has Mike Vrabel coaching him, and we know well from what we know, Vrabel was and the reason why I have Vrabel too, also winning Coach of the Year, is because he also coached with the Titans, who does not have a good team, you guys. So that's another reason why I have Vrabel winning Coach of the Year versus the others. And I have Drake May winning just because I have a lot of Patriots fans as friends. So, but I wish all these players good luck on these awards. Main reason why I don't have McCaffrey winning is because he's a running back. We haven't seen other players win it.
No over a decade.
Exactly. Don Hutson did win it twice in 1942. So
yep.
That's done back in the day.
During the World War II era.
Yep.
And I'll say the only thing I'll say for Walter Payton Man of the Year is that Jordan Love deserves to win it, and if he doesn't, then whoever wins it. I mean, every player listed for Man of the Year, basically help with their community and stuff like that. And so let's see what's now we're going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I hope Jordan Love wins Walter Payton Man of the Year award. I hope he does. Knowing his family's history, it's just so sad to learn about. I'm not going to talk about it on the stream, but it's so sad, you guys.
Helping a lot of kids.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, when he was younger, I mean, but yeah. Okay.
10 finalists from the class of 2025. These are the modern era finalists for the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2026, which will be announced during the NFL Honors Show on Thursday night.
Correct.
The modern era players. The 10 players listed here are Willie Anderson, tackle, from 1996 to 2007 with the Cincinnati Bengals, and then spent 1 year in 2008 with the Baltimore Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Brees, quarterback, for his first 5 seasons with the San Diego Chargers, and then 2006 to 2020 with the New Orleans Saints.
Mm-hmm.
And Gary Evans, guard, 2006 to 2016 with the New Orleans Saints, and then he spent 1 year in 2017 with Green Bay. Larry Fitzgerald, wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals from 2004 to 2020.
Yeah.
He was so close to winning the ring a couple of times. The 2000 Super Bowl 43 against Pittsburgh, it wasn't for the San Antonio Holmes toe tap. Frank Gore, running back, 2005 to 2014 with the San Francisco 49ers, and then went for played with the Colts for 3 years. Then Miami, then Buffalo, then the Jets. But he's known mainly as a 49er. Torrey Holt, was part of the Greatest Show on Turf in St. Louis. And then he spent 1 year in 2009 with Jacksonville. Luke Kuechly, very short career for him, 2012 to 2019 with the Carolina Panthers, but he's a fantastic linebacker. Really deserves to be in. Eli Manning, quarterback for the New York Giants, 2004 to 2019. I think it's already been reported that he's not gonna be inducted.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of 2007 and 2011 Super Bowl runs, he didn't win a single playoff game after that. He didn't win a single playoff game outside of the 2007-2011 Super Bowl runs.
Mm-hmm.
And Terrell Suggs, outside linebacker, defensive end, from 2003 to 2018 Baltimore Ravens. So he was a teammate with Ed Reed and Ray Lewis at that time. He went to 2019 Arizona Cardinals, then I guess traded in the middle of the season to Kansas City. Adam Vinatieri, he was a rookie in 1996 when he was the victim of Desmond Howard kickoff return in the Super Bowl 31. He then later kicked 2-game winning field goals for the Patriots in those early Super Bowl years with Brady and Belichick. Before going to Indianapolis in 2006 and winning another Super Bowl there with Peyton Manning, and then Adam Vinatieri kicked until 2019. And then Reggie Wayne, wide receiver, from 2001 to 2014, fantastic wide receiver during that time with Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Williams, defensive tackle, 2003 to 2013 with Minnesota Vikings, 2014 Seattle Seahawks, and then 2015 New Orleans Saints. Jason Witten, tight end, 2003 to 2017. I guess he left a year, and then come back for 2019 Dallas Cowboys, and then for some reason he was with the Las Vegas Raiders in 2020. That was the bubble season. And Darren Woodson, safety, 1992 to 2003 with the Dallas Cowboys, and then lastly is Marshall Yanda, guard/tackle for the Baltimore Ravens from 2007 to 2019. So,
okay.
So basically, 8% of votes are needed for a person to make it. There are three senior candidates for this year: quarterback Ken Harrison, running back Roger Craig, and L.C. Greenwood. And the contributors and the coach finalist was Bill Belichick, and the contributor finalist was Robert Kraft, both with it. So it was already leaked that Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft will not be inducted in 2026. Robert Kraft, it's like, oh well, that's a shame because you shouldn't have Kraft and Belichick inducted in separate years. They're both connected, even though there is some animosity towards each other. Bill Belichick, I get with the whole Gene scandals, but he was a fantastic. He spent 20 years with the Patriots. He also won 2 Super Bowls as defensive coordinator under Bill Parcells and the Giants. So it's the Hall of Fame needs some fixing to do. And for the modern era players, I think my 3 locks are Larry Fitzgerald, Drew Brees, and Luke Kuechly.
Okay, sorry, I'm getting messages from the director of my autism connection. She just texted me. Okay. Who do you think is going to make it? I'm sorry.
My 3 locks are Luke Kuechly, Larry Fitzgerald, and Drew Brees.
Okay. Sorry. I'm getting direct messages from my director at this point. This one's hard. There's no Packers making it for one. Mike Holmgren should have been in it. He isn't. But maybe next year. I mean, it did take Sterling Sharp and Leroy Butler years and years and years to get in, and they finally got it. So I'm trying to use that magic again.
Jerry Kramer as well.
Right, Jerry Kramer. I don't even have his card. No! But it takes time.
It's just, the Hall of Fame needs to the voting can't take personal bias into it. And
Yeah,
there was
I
some,
know.
there was some time ago that Terrell Owens didn't make a first ballot, despite his being a great receiver over the years, which is like personal bias with some reporters who
Yeah.
didn't enjoy talking to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
And it's gonna be a while before Mike Holmgren gets in. Like he should have been in 2025.
Yeah.
Now you have Mike Shanahan, you have Mike Tomlin, you have a whole bunch of coaches, Tom Coughlin. So it's gonna be a while for Holmgren.
Really quick, as I mentioned, those people. I'll do this really quick. I pulled out 3 of my Packer cards from my collection. Mr. Leroy Butler.
And that's in 2022.
Yeah. I pulled out Mike Holmgren's card, which should have been in it this year, but is not.
He's worthy.
And then last and main one I have is Mr. Last Year, Sterling Sharp. The amazing quarterback. That's all who I pulled out. That's all the ones I could find that are in the Hall of Fame. Like, this whole binder's probably in the Hall of Fame, but I just don't want to dig through it really right now. I'm like, we only have been live for a half hour. Wow. Is there anything? What? Go ahead.
Do you have any thoughts about the whole Belichick and Kraft thing?
I mean, here's the thing. They should be in it. But why are they not in it this year? Like Andy Herman said on a different show, I don't remember. I think it was the Mason Crosby show. They literally talked about this. Tom Grassi and Brandon Perna also talked about this. They should be in it no matter what. Robert Kraft is famous for Brady, Purdy, or not Purdy, Drake May. Also Bill Belichick. But it is what it is. Eventually they're going to make it, is the thing. It just determines if they're going to make it next year or years to come. They're going to make it. It's just who knows when they're going to make it, is all. What are your thoughts about it?
I just, there's no doubt that Kraft and Belichick are they should be intertwined.
Yeah.
But in terms of contributors, I think I'm not sure if owners. Kraft is one of those owners that do deserve to make it at some point.
Yeah.
But if I would have an idea for a contributor to make it to the Hall of Fame at one point, former Packers president and CEO Bob Harlan.
Mm-hmm.
He was there for like since 1989 or something like that. He helped. He hired Ron Wolf and gave him control of football operations, and then Mike Holmgren, Brett Favre, Reggie White, win the Super Bowl a few years later, and getting the necessary approval to renovate Lambeau Field in 2000, and that renovation was completed in 2003. And from Harwin to Mark Murphy to now Ed Policy, I'm sure Packers CEO should always be steadfast and keeping Lambeau as the Packers' home forever.
I think. I read it's supposed to be forever in this book that I'm reading, the 50 Greatest Packers in Green Bay Packers History. They basically said that.
Yeah, with the
talent. Wait. Go ahead. Sorry.
Mark Murphy helped with the Talent District and helped getting the NFL draft to Green Bay, which I'm hoping it comes back to Green Bay in the near future. Next year it's going to be in Pittsburgh. This upcoming year is going to be in Pittsburgh, but next year will be Washington D.C.
I think it should come back to. I think it will come back to Green Bay. It's just we're going to have to wait a little bit. I think it will, because of how great Lambeau was. I think that's.
I'd say sometime in 2030, so it'll come back to Green Bay.
It should. That was a great turnout. They even said that was like their best turnout ever. So
yeah. The pack,
Um,
the pack, the Packers and the city of Green Bay will make sure to figure their stuff out.
Yeah. They figured out stuff pretty well last time too. Here's the thing, and I've told people this already. People are just being haters because we dominated the league for 20 years. I'm not a hater of that, actually. I don't know how Kraft is not in the first ballot of Hall of Fame, but I mean, not everyone's going to be a first ballot. It is what it is. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm
The
not
40
arguing,
out
right?
the 40 out of 50 votes thing is
Yeah.
a little too much. I think it should be at least 35, like at least a 2/3 majority.
Okay. What do you want to talk about next?
Petitions for.
Yeah.
I already sent my petition for the Super Bowl on Sunday. It'll be a good game. I'll say that. Both offenses and defenses are good. But I have a feeling that Seattle will get revenge somewhat for their Super Bowl loss to the Patriots 11 years ago, and Sam Darnold will complete his redemption arc and get a ring himself. Sorry, Patriots. Sorry,
No,
sorry, Danny. Sorry, not sorry.
okay. I'm just adding more stuff.
I just think the Super Bowl is going to be not as.
As watched.
There's not too much hype surrounding
Right?
the Super Bowl in years past, and
Yeah. I don't know why. I noticed that. Okay.
I mean, people are more excited for for people who listen to Bad Bunny's music. He's doing the halftime show, and he recently on Sunday he won the Album of the Year award at the Grammys. First time a Latino album won that award. So kudos to him, and and I'm hoping he does well in the halftime show. Even though, like, people should research what his music is, even though it's in a different language. So
yeah, I didn't research it yet, and I'm probably not going to watch this.
The outrage is ridiculous. By the way, it's like last year Kendrick Lamar got some hate for his halftime show, and I enjoyed that a lot. It was just like,
it is what it is.
If you don't like the artist, just mute the halftime show. That's all.
Or don't watch it all. Here's the thing. Some of my close friends know this. I have a lot of friends that are Patriots fans, and I have family that are Seahawks fans. So I'm torn. However, it honestly is a toss-up for me. I say whoever gets the ball is going to win for me. And whoever scores the first points, because that's how we know it's been, is how I'm going to choose this one. The only thing that I do have to say is, I don't know if people have mentioned this. I know I have, but I don't know if others have. Seattle has an advantage, though, because this is their rivalry's home. The Seattle Seahawks plays at the Santa Clara 49ers Stadium.
Levi Stadium.
Right. So that's their advantage. And I don't know if people have mentioned that at all. I know I've been saying that, but I don't know if other people have, which is just interesting in a whole. Yeah. I just wish everyone stays healthy, honestly.
Yes.
No injuries. Please, no injuries. But like Justin said, if you guys don't like the halftime reporter, just mute it. Don't watch it. Whatever. There's other ways to watch the game without watching the halftime show. Watch Tom Grossi, for instance. Watch Matt Ramage. Watch other people that will live stream it. They don't show the halftime show. They will react to it, but they're not going to show it because they can't. But
yeah, they can't show any footage.
Correct. Is there anything else that you wanted to discuss tonight?
No, it's just obviously I'm looking forward to obviously I'm looking forward to the game and we talk about them. Just looking forward to see how the offseason will play out. Obviously, the Packers don't have their first round pick this year or next year due to the Michael Parsons trade, but there'll still have plenty of selections. It will be heartbreaking to see a couple. It will be tough to see a couple of good players from Green Bay leave, potentially in free agency. but I wish him well. I think Romeo Dobbs is going to be the biggest, um, the
Yeah.
biggest one for me.
Unfortunately, yeah. Oh, wait. I just clicked on option. Who's option?
I mean, hey, if he gets to play with Aaron Rodgers from Pittsburgh again,
Yeah.
it's a Packers reunion in Pittsburgh and Miami.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Jeff Halfway, defensive coordinator for Green Bay, got the head coaching job in Miami. And with general manager John Eric Sullivan, who was also in Green Bay staff. And Halfway took some defensive coaches with him, including Sean Duggan, who is now the defensive coordinator. Sean Duggan was the linebackers coach.
Ethan made a good point. I know his name is off Boston Red Sox, but that's what his name is.
Grass over turf, correct?
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not sure Roger Goodell was asked that during his State of the Union address, State of the League address.
I don't think so. Really quick, can we mention what Roger Goodell said about the referees this year? He said they were amazing. What?
I don't know what he was watching, but we saw the same game, so we saw that some of the officiating is terrible. They missed calls, bad calls, etc. And trying to use AI to help with the officiating. It's like, I think a better idea is to let some hire full-time officials and let them study the rules during the off season and stuff like that. Just because it's just embarrassing to see some of the officiating stuff nowadays. Some referees are biased towards teams or just like it's like only a couple holes were called when Micah was being held, so sort of nonsense there. And what I'm also not liking is that they're trying to push the international game thing. It was announced recently that the New Orleans Saints are going to play a game in Paris, France, and it was reported that the opponent will be the Cleveland Browns. So at the very least, the Packers won't have to play in Paris because the Packers are scheduled to play the Saints in 2026.
That's reported. That's not official, though.
Maybe it was reported, but maybe it will. But it's not. Maybe it will be the case in when the schedule gets released in early May.
I mean, the thing is, what people have to know, and I just saw this report recently, the Browns were originally scheduled to play the Eagles in Brazil, and then it switched to the Packers.
Green Bay.
So, Roger Goodell is the worst commissioner ever. He doesn't even make the NFL fun as it used to be.
Worst commissioner? I
only watched the Roger Goodell days, so I don't know I don't know how the NFL was run before him. So
they do some Pete Rozelle, Paul Tagliabue.
Right, but I didn't watch that NFL. I only watched Roger Goodell's, so I'm kind of biased to Roger Goodell because of that. It's like if you watch Aaron Rodgers, you would be biased because you like Aaron Rodgers more than Brett Favre, right. Stuff like that. Because there's also really no footage of the other general managers or commissioners of the NFL with their press conferences on YouTube anywhere. So it's harder to find that kind of stuff unless if you grew up in that era.
Yeah.
Of NFL. So,
yes. Or if you go to Internet Archive or something like that.
Right. But even those are hard to find of those press conferences and stuff, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like you can't even find anything of like Sterling Sharp's plays anymore. Because most of them are swept. So
I mean if you do see some early draft footage or early NFL draft announcements from Pete Rozelle, you can definitely tell from that day illustrates until now, the NFL draft has grown in popularity.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Hundreds of thousands of people flocked to Green Bay this past April for the draft, and it was a wonderful time for some teams anyway.
Also, I'm going to mention this really quick. At least we'll have 20 NFL games for sure in the future. No, I don't agree with that. 20 games in the NFL in the future? No. It's way too much right now.
The players union already vaulted the idea of doing 18 games
Yeah.
The only way you can see doing 18 games in the future is that the players union gets granted insurance for
Right.
life insurance for life, 2 bye weeks during the
Mhm.
season. Well, better rest and
Right.
just
And then
make
two
sure of a
preseason games.
stipulation that everyone plays on grass instead of turf.
Well, not only that, but then it would have to be two preseason
Only
games
2
as well,
preseason games.
which I think is difficult because most quarterbacks, like the Packers, had 4 quarterbacks last year. You guys, each of them played a quarter, so you only get a quarter to 15 minutes to watch each quarterback, basically, and that's not enough time to see if you like them enough at all.
And Jordan Love's
in my
only
opinion.
action came on in preseason came on a couple of
Right.
drives against the Jets before he hurt his thumb and missed the
Right.
rest of the preseason.
Right. Is there anything else that you wanted to discuss,
Um,
or no?
I just think that I just want to go on a bit of a
Yeah. Go ahead.
now. Now I know that the this is pertaining to the big snow game in Denver.
Mhm.
Was a lot of snow in Denver in that second half, and it was great. It was great to watch, but I know that both teams struggled in the second half to score anything. Um, Especially with the Broncos playing with a backup quarterback. Um, but I'm sure that doesn't mean that every team has to play indoors in the future. It's like there's
Go ahead. Sorry.
what I'm tired of is seeing domes planned in the future. For example, in 2027, the new Titans stadium will be open. That will be a dome. The the Kansas City Chiefs are planning on moving from Kansas City, Missouri to Kansas City, Kansas, and like a lot of taxpayer money to build a stadium that is going to be indoors, and they're going to be leaving Arrowhead, and that new stadium will be open in 2031. But Denver Broncos are going to have a new stadium with a retractable roof, leaving Mile High in a few years, and the Chicago Bears they've been trying to get a new stadium for a while, and after like they could possibly be going to Gary, Indiana, which is the birthplace of Michael Jackson.
Oh my gosh.
And that's the only positive thing about that city is like could be like Gary, Indiana Bears in the future. But the problem is that with a lot of more indoor stadiums being open in the near future, it's like it's just irritating because football is meant to be played outdoors in the elements. And there was
Mhm.
also some talk about, hey, can we do conference championship games in a neutral site? No,
No.
you
Yeah.
deserve to home field advantage. Those teams deserve to have home field advantage in the conference championship game from the top seed, or whoever's the higher seed heading into the conference championship. So
Yeah.
no neutral site conference championship games because that was supposed to be the case if due to the Damar Hamlin thing, the Bills Bengals game was forfeited. No team
Mhm.
won that game.
Mhm.
And if it was gonna be Bills Chiefs for the AFC Town game, that game was supposed to be played in Atlanta.
Right.
But the Bills lost in the snow to the Bengals in the divisional round, and then it was Bengals Chiefs and Arrowhead, so that was axed out. So
Yeah.
football's meant to be playing the elements on grass, and no need for neutral site conference championship games. Have a neutral site for the Super Bowl, which is already a neutral site,
Right.
either in a dome or in a warm climate.
Yeah. What are we talking about
Sorry,
now?
that's my 2 cents.
No, you're fine. I just hear my sister yelling about something. I don't know. I think it should be played in the elements, like Justin said. But it's a fun game no matter what. Have fun while we're watching it. You guys, it's who knows how long it's gonna be here. Have fun while I mean that because we don't know about television companies like Peacock game, Netflix game, Hulu game, whatever, Amazon Prime game, whatever. We don't know how long we're gonna have it for free, like via television. You guys, watch it while we can.
Yes.
Enjoy it. You never know how long it's gonna be here.
there was recent government approval about ESPN taking
Right.
about ESPN NFL Network, and the
Right.
NFL getting a 10% stake on ESPN return.
Which is going to be a lot of money. That means the whole draft is probably going to be shown on ESPN. And we know for a fact, ESPN, if you're watching this, I'm calling you out right now. Because we know for Justin, I don't know if you knew this, but ESPN, when Tom Grossi announced his pick, ESPN did not show Tom Grossi's clip at all, announcing his draft pick at all.
Yeah, I was pissed.
It was the NFL Network was the only, NFL and ABC was the only ones that showed that. That's it. So
ABC didn't show it.
I had friends that told me ABC did show it. So maybe, I don't know. But maybe it was just NFL Network. But my point is, you guys enjoy it while we have it, because who knows how long we will be able to watch it with our TV networks. It's going to be showed behind a market any day now. But enjoy it while we have it.
Yeah.
Part of TV networks and stuff. But like I said, if you guys want to watch it via Tom Grossi's Matt Ramages. Sports fans of those teams, of your favorite team. Like, I'm a Packer fan, so I focus on She Said TV, Tom Grossi, Matt Ramage, Basrowski, that kind of stuff. Like, watch it on your favorite YouTubers. Support them. Is all they want.
And support team related podcasts as well.
Right.
She Said TV, Pack a Day, and stuff like that. Don't pay attention to a lot of the national stuff because
Right.
of the NFL ESPN thing. Some of the coverage may be maybe. What am I trying to say?
I know what you're trying to say, but
sanitized.
Yeah. A lot of teams have ESPN sports channels. Like, I know Packers have ESPN Milwaukee, ESPN Madison. Just follow them, you guys. And then, because I know some of them do watch parties. Like, I know for the Bears-Packers game, they were doing watch parties. Just follow them. Yep, even if you're friends. Yeah, like Ethan said, yep, even if you're friends with those YouTubers. Like, here's the thing. I'm not friends with them because Justin and I've recorded with some of them. However, we don't know them personally, you guys. So we're friends, but we're not. Like, Justin and I are close friends, but we're not friends with Tom Grossi. I wish. We're not friends with Andy Kernerman. We're not friends with Aaron and Corey from Cheesa TV. We're not friends with Bass. We're not friends with Matt Ramage. Like I said, I've recorded with most of these besides one of them. Bass, I'm talking to you. But we just support them because they support us, basically.
And we have seen Tom Grossi in person.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. And I met Andy and Aaron. But yeah. Just support them like they support us, you guys, is all we're trying to say. Because, like, Justin, I think this is going to be a good timing to go into our closing thoughts, don't you? Where I'm about to go with this? Or actually, no. What do you have coming up? Or where can people find you? And then
I'm on Twitter /X at Justin_Mandro. Just be careful of any hacks that are coming up. There's been some weird hacks going on. If you get a link some weird link in your messages, just delete the message. Don't click on it. Also, I'm also available on Blue Sky. Just type in my first and last name, and you'll see me on there. I do some posting about the NFL stuff on both services, Blue Sky and Twitter. I maybe more active on Blue Sky in the future, but I'll still keep my Twitter page. So I haven't posted on my blog in a couple of weeks because I was like, my last post was the Week 17 loss to Baltimore. But I might post something in the future about how the Pack, like, it's been 15 years since the Packers have been in the Super Bowl, and there's been a lot of things need to be fixed in order, and some luck has to go the Packers' way in order for them to make it back.
Yeah.
The 27 connection is no longer accurate because Jordan Love's going to turn 28. But the last time the Packers played in the Super Bowl, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman were on the call. Next year, ESPN ABC will have the Super Bowl. It'll be on ESPN for the first time. Also on ABC for those who have the major networks.
Right.
Joe Buck and Troy Aikman will be doing the broadcast.
Ooh.
And it'll be, I'm sure there'll be maybe different versions of the broadcast, like with Payne, Eli Manning, or if there's going to be some weird animated version on Disney Plus.
Monsters seeing football again! Yay!
We don't know how they're going to do that. They did Toy Story, Simpsons, and Monsters Inc. in the past. So who knows what they'll come up with.
Well, oh my God! Imagine Wally football. Okay, sorry. Okay.
I mean, seeing that the Super Bowl is going to be at SoFi Stadium, which is sort of a futuristic stadium.
Okay.
So, what about you? Where can you find?
Yeah. You guys can. Oh no, I have so many now. Is the thing. So you guys can find me obviously at the Mac and Cheese podcast, which you guys are watching. Some of them are dead. Is the thing. So that's why I'm like trying to figure out what's active. Peter and I are bringing back Midwestern Focus. That used to be called Midwestern Chaos. It's now Midwestern Focus. That's our off-season channel for the most part. That's on YT or YouTube. Yeah, you can follow the podcast on X or Blue Sky. I was just activating Blue Sky account actually. We have one. I just don't use it a lot. It's Mac Podcast 2023 on X and Blue Sky, I believe. And then you guys, I don't really use my personal Twitter. But my personal Twitter is, let me find it real quick, because I don't remember it. That's how much I don't use it, you guys. My personal Twitter is Mary90118710 for my personal Twitter. Like I said, I don't, and I also have Blue Sky. I don't remember my Blue Sky at the moment, but yeah, I just don't really use them anymore. Really quick, Justin, we need to say a couple of big thank yous. One of them, you guys, is Tom Grossi. He hit 1 million subscribers. We have to mention it. Tom Grossi hit 1 million subscribers, you guys. Congratulations, Tom. I told you guys we can do it before the Super Bowl. We did it, you guys. Good job. Good job, everyone. Another one that I need to thank, and I haven't been doing this, which I'm going to do this now. Thank you, Daniel Glintworth. You guys know him. He writes music, or if you guys don't, he's the one that wrote our intro music. I know I'm not going to play it tonight, but we need to thank him for that. Daniel is famous for Tom Grossi's The Coach series. He's the one that does all of Tom's music, basically. And he actually wrote our introduction music. So thank you, Daniel. Justin, do you have any other thank yous before we announce what we have coming up?
Just thank you to everyone. Thank you to Tom Grossi and everything. Thank you to everyone here for watching and commenting. My final thoughts about everything. Hopefully good luck to all the awards nominees, and may the best person win all the categories, and may whoever Hall of Fame needs to be voting needs to be fixed, and hopefully the NFL figures out the broadcast deal well. Make sure it's all grass, like FIFA World Cup, and outdoor football forever.
Sorry about that. Really quick, I forgot that YouTube has top fans now, so I'm gonna shout them out. I just looked at it really quick. Okay, so how top fans work? If you guys comment a lot, it's top fans. So we have 5 top fans. One of them is including me, so I'm not including myself into this. So we have Ethan, which is number 1 with 75 experience. That means because he's just typing a lot with us, chatting a lot with us. Thank you, Ethan. We have Brittany for, again, second place. They're actually both tied. It just determines how much you guys talk to us. And we appreciate you guys talking to us. And then we have Corey with number 3rd spot, 50 XP. Corey, I'm upset with you. Okay. Justin, what do you have coming up?
Nothing at the moment. Stay tuned for some blog posts in the cup for a future blog post at some point. I just have to think of something that's in my head, like for Packers related or anything like that. So I'm just trying to take it one day at a time. Just trying to we're all trying to survive here. Which is these crazy times that we're in. I'm just thankful to be alive right now.
Okay, sorry. Ethan says, got to support us right here, and we got keep the conversation going. Of course, Ethan. Sorry about that. He didn't say that, but he did. Okay. I have a lot of things to announce you guys tonight, so bear with me. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Like we said, I'm gonna do these in order. Okay. I have Wonderland coming soon. Like I said, I don't know if this is a live stream or pre-recorded. This is a special one to me because this is their first ever podcast from what I'm aware of that they're doing, and it's mac and cheese. I can officially say that they officially want to do it. Like I said, I don't know if it's pre-recorded or live stream. I'm assuming it's going to be pre-recorded because they're actually opening their shop early for us to interview them. And they're a wonderful ice cream shop and cookie dough shop. If you guys have, I'm going to say this right now, Justin, only one, maybe twice. If you guys have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it's Facebook, Instagram, Google, please write them a great review. Not yet, obviously, you guys can wait until you guys hear from them. They'll be on in April to March, we're thinking. But they said off season, or not snowboard season, which is soon. So you guys will be hearing from them. I got the owners from my local store, like 5 minutes away from me. So that's good. Okay. Justin, you know where I'm going with this one. Be on a lookout for a very special surprise. If you guys know, don't say it, please. It's going to be with someone that we had on previously. I can say that. But I don't know when it's going to be yet. And it's most likely going to be on this channel. So yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Justin, you know who it is. Okay. You know what? We're going to do that one. United Bates, I'm surprised that he's not in here tonight, but him and I will be doing a football card show with how to get them, how to organize, stuff like that. It's going to be really fun. How to trade football cards, stuff like that. It's going to be really fun. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know when, if it's going to be live, pre-recorded. I don't know. Stay tuned for all of these announcements. Okay. I'm going to do an episode on coaching changes from all teams. I know I already did Packers with Felipe, but I'm going to add the Packers into this one. So I'm going to do all 32 teams coaching updates. Might as well. And then I'm going to do a Packers history episode. I know Justin and I were doing this the other day. All the Packers to wear the greatest number jersey in there. Like, we're just going through 1 through 99. Justin, I can finish those if you wanted me to. So I'm going to do that. And I'm also going to do coaching stuff like that, like Packers history. And then this is the fun one. Like we said, Tom Grossi hit 1 million subscribers. On February 15th, he'll be going live until he reaches another $1 million. The fundraiser is called Undo Medical Debt, is what he's doing it for. And Tom's subscribers are crazy, you guys. They will throw money at you immediately. So I'm expecting him to hit it in 7 days like he did last one. I think he can do it in 7 days again. But yeah, Tom, if you're watching this, thank you so much for that shout out. If you guys did not hear, like we said, Tom hit 1 million subscribers. However, during his 1 million live stream episode that he did, he pretty much thanked everyone he met, aka Fit 3030. Speaking of 3030, Justin, I think we can say this now. He's going to be doing it again, you guys. He reached 1 million. When he said when he reached 1 million subscribers, he'll do it again. So he's going to be doing that again. We don't know dates yet. I'm assuming it's going to be around the same time that he did last year. A couple years ago, though, from what we know of. So that's good to know. So mark your calendars for wherever he's close to you. Mark it right now. Or don't mark it now. Mark it when we know. And then, like I said, Tom basically, shout out to Tom Grossi. Yes. Shout out Tom Grossi. If you're watching this, shout out to you, Tom. I know Tom would give us, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did either. But shout out to Tom Grossi, you guys. He's one of the best. Justin, what would you say to Tom? Or what would you say to our fans?
just continue to support Tom Grassi. To Tom, congrats on reaching million subscribers on YouTube. You've been doing you since 2015. The first video was the Packers Seahawks reaction, and since then he's been working his butt off. And he was able to quit his teaching job in 2021 to make it full time. He's not going to stop.
Yeah.
And Brand Perna, he's going to try to reach 1 million subscribers by the time the next Super Bowl is coming up.
Is he really?
He's at 850,000.
He could do it, you guys.
could.
Okay. Speaking of that, please subscribe to all Clickbait members. You guys know them. Well, no, you don't, because we haven't had all of them done yet. You're Knitting Tree, Brandon Perna, Tom Grossi, 5 Point Bits, Scooter McGruder. Please subscribe to all of them, you guys. Help them reach 1 million subscribers. They would love it, I know. If Brandon was here right now, he would say stop. But Brandon, no. Tom, no. You guys support them while we can, because we don't know. Again, Tom apparently died according to AI. It is what it is.
That's fake.
I know. But is there anything else that you need to say to our fans before we hop off live?
No, thanks for watching, and
Yeah.
have fun watching the Super Bowl, or not if you're not interested in the game.
Yeah. Have fun watching the Super Bowl, you guys. I honestly hope no one gets hurt during this game. It's a tough game. I hope no one gets hurt. Bye, guys.
And hopefully the Packers make it again.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Good night, everyone. Go Pack, go. And
Good night, everyone. Wait. Good morning, good night, and good afternoon, because we don't know when people are going to be watching this.
have a good day.
Shout out to Sans Good Day. Have a good day, everyone.